Hello and welcome. As I indicated at the end of the last video, this is a text sample video where we're going to examine some real Old Irish texts and see how the phenomena we discussed look in a text. I've chosen to look at Táin bo Froích. The background of the story is that Froích is a famous, good-looking and unmarried warrior in Ireland. What I plan to do here is go through the text and highlight important points that we've talked about in this session. So, to start off with, Cartha Findever Ingen Eilile agus Vedve Ara Irskalev. Findever, daughter of Eilil and Medivh, loves him for his famous tales. So what I'm going to do here is look at all of the cases where pronouns are marked on the head. We can start with Cartha. Here, two pronouns are marked on the head. The subject, which is always the case that it's marked on the verb, and the direct object, the I at the end. This marks that Findever loves him being, of course, Froích. The second case in this sentence is Ara Irskalev, for his famous tales. So Findever loves Froích because of his famous tales. This is a fairly common trope within the Irish literature, that you can fall in love with someone from afar, never having met them, simply by their deeds. Okay, now if we continue, Ad fiadar dósov ogathig. This is told to him at his house. Once again, there are several instances of pronominal marking. Dósov, to him, and at his house, the ogathig. Because Froích is the main character here, most of the pronouns will refer to him. That makes sense. The third case of pronominal marking in this sentence occurs on the verb ad fiadar. This is told. That is, that Findever loves him is told to him. Okay, now let's go on and look at the third sentence. Robulan Eriu agus Alban dia alud agus dia skealov. Ireland and Scotland were full of his fame and his stories. At the end, we have two cases of his, once again referring to Froích, and at the beginning of the sentence, bu contains the subject marking, Eriu agus Alban, of Ireland and Scotland. Okay, now let's move on to the following slide. Ir suidhiu do chorister fear dul do agalev ina hingine. After that, it was incumbent on him to go to talk to the girl. Here, we again have a number of cases of head marking. So the first, do chorister. The verb here is to throw, and this is simply an expression to throw on him. So this means it was incumbent upon him. And these are both marked with a pronoun. That's the pronominal marking in the first sentence. Let's switch to the second one. Ima roreth fria muintir anishin. He discussed that with his people. So he is implied in the verbal ending, roreith. He discussed that. The that is marked in two ways. One is with a pronominal object, and the second is at the end of the sentence, anishin. So the a in the verb refers to the object which appears later in the sentence. So he discussed that, and then the final case is with his people. We've seen a number of the possessive pronouns. And finally, the last sentence here. Tíogair uich didiu ko siar do vather. let someone be sent from you to the sister of your mother. In this case, his people say to him that someone should go from you, that is, the you being Froích, to the sister of your mother. These both refer to Froích, and the marking is on here a preposition, and here the marking is on a noun. The final case is a passive. In this case, is an impersonal passive. So though there's a subject marked, it's not really, doesn't really refer to a concrete being. Okay, the final slide here. Ko tukthar ni do edich inranter auguste askedev shide duich uidi. So let someone go to your mother so that something of the wonderful clothing and gifts of the fairy mound might be brought to you from her. Once again, we have a few cases of pronominal marking. Duich and uide are both conjugated prepositions, so that something might be brought to you from her. And the other case is with the verb, the passive verb, so that something, the subject, is referred to, might be brought. Okay, that's a brief introduction into Táin Froích and how some of the things we've learned about today about head marking look in Old Irish. Ad plocher inditiv duiv. Thank you, and until the next time.